What is up, people? This is That History Teacher 76, and we are back, baby. Today we're gonna be in the kitchen making something pretty sweet. Some mac and cheese. Oh. But not just any mac and cheese. We're gonna be making mac and cheese that comes straight from the National Archives for none other than America's third president, second vice president, and probably one of the most famous writers, Mr. Thomas Jefferson. Now, Thomas Jefferson didn't actually make this mac and cheese, his chef did. And Thomas Jefferson is an interesting guy. Probably, personally to me, one of the most interesting presidents to learn about. Because on one hand, Thomas Jefferson believed in, not having a big government. He wanted a small government. He was an inventor, architect. He was constantly updating his home, Monticello. He made tomatoes popular in America. Some people thought it was poisonous, and then he was like, no, it tastes great in spaghetti. He made ice cream popular, and of course, mac and cheese, which is what we're gonna make today. Thomas Jefferson also did the Louisiana Purchase, which doubled the size of the US overnight. Louisiana Purchase was like $15 million back then, which is like somewhere near like $350 million today. That's a cheap amount to double the size of the country. And obviously I'm just renting, man. I don't even have close to that kind of money, but for a country, that's not a lot of money. And of course, Thomas Jefferson also wrote the famous words, "We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal," because he wrote the Declaration of Independence. But on the other hand, Thomas Jefferson was like a deeply contradictory guy, right? In buying the Louisiana Purchase, which, set the journey for Lewis and Clark, which was one of my favorite American adventures of all time. But in buying this, he just contradicts his idea of not liking big government. He actually does this without the approval of Congress, which is actually completely contradictory to what his ideals were. Thomas Jefferson also didn't believe in big banks, but he's a guy who died deeply in debt. He had to just keep selling all of his stuff because he couldn't afford it. Most of Thomas Jefferson's books were sold to Congress, right? So, or the US Archives or whatever it is. I don't know. He sold them because he didn't have the money. And obviously most outlandishly, the same guy who wrote All Men Were Created Equal had over 200 slaves in his life. One of those people he actually had a relationship with. What? There's a lot of problems there, and this isn't the video that's going to unpack that, okay? You figure that video out yourself. But Thomas Jefferson, I feel like he's really the epitome of early American history, right? It's this country that's trying to grow and trying to expand and trying to figure itself out, and it says one thing and does another, and it just kind of keeps snowballing into more problems. But that's a lot of deep thinking. That might be for a different video. Anyways, let's make some mac and cheese and let's find out if it's good or not. Right now, I got a pot boiling on the stove. Gotta add some salt. That's gonna be for the noodles. If that was like a warning of anything, like I'm not the best cook. I'm not a terrible cook, but I'm not the best. So we're gonna see how this goes. Fortunately for me, this recipe seems pretty easy. And this actually comes from the National Archives website, usarchives.gov. That seems pretty serious. I need 16 ounces of large elbow macaroni. I didn't get elbow macaroni. 3 cups of milk. We don't have milk, we have A2A2 milk. This recipe is already a disaster. 2 teaspoons of all-purpose flour. I got that. Half a teaspoon of salt. Got that. 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Got that. 2 cups packed, freshly shredded Parmesan. What does packed mean? Whatever. Probably packed in. I don't know. I don't even like Parmesan. 2 cups packed, grated mozzarella. Okay. 2 cups packed Romano cheese. Well, I got the cheeses. I just don't know what packed means, so they're gonna get what they get. And then 2 tablespoons of butter. All right. Let's check this out. All right. So I got the pot ready. I got a big bowl to mix everything in. And now I got my cheeses. So my next step is I gotta grate all this. I have some Parmesan, some Romano, and some mozzarella. I'm so sorry about that. I won't do that again. Anyways, I hope this is 2 cups worth. These were like $5 at Walmart. I wasn't gonna spend $10 or $20 on this, so hopefully this is enough. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get shredding right now. Got the shredder over there. You guys don't wanna have to watch that, so I'll be back in a second. right, I don't have macaroni pasta like what I said. I have this one. Celentani, I don't know, whatever. I'm using this one because my wife said so. She said this one's better. And I said, babe, this is Thomas Jefferson's mac and cheese recipe we're talking about. And she said, did you actually read the recipe or are you just making this stuff up? And I said, yes, I actually read it. And she said, well, too bad. This one's better. This one tastes way better. So we're going to use this one, okay? And I said, all right, whatever. All right, guys, I've now shredded the cheeses. I got mozzarella, Parmesan. Ugh, I don't like the smell of that. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I love mac and cheese. I don't think I'm gonna like this dish. Romano, that one's no good either. I shredded the cheeses and now I gotta get this bowl and I gotta mix a bunch of stuff in it, okay? All right, cool. So I've coated the macaroni or the noodles. I'm gonna put it in this glass thingy that I've buttered twice. And then I put it in the oven for the easy part. So let's go ahead and do this part where I add this. And yeah. This has actually been a pretty simple recipe so far. I've made mac and cheeses with roux. Really hard. Lots of panicking and going, babe, babe, babe. And this one, she's not even here, but I don't even think I would have needed her help. I'm a big boy. All right, so time's up, and I think I made a mistake. It's just really milky. It looks like a bowl of pasta cereal, and you can even see the butter. I think I might have made a mistake, but I followed the instructions. Maybe Thomas Jefferson likes pasta cereal, but I don't know if I will. I'm gonna put it in for like 5 more minutes. Maybe the 5 minutes will cook the milk. The milk will vanish and it won't even be a problem anymore. Or maybe I was supposed to make a roux, but maybe it was supposed to be a roux. Okay, 5 minutes later, this is what I got. Still milky. And it's time to face the music. Either I messed up, even though the instructions were pretty simple and I reread them at least 20 times, or no offense to Thomas Jefferson, he's not a good cook, okay? Or his cook didn't share the good recipe with him. That could be what happened here. Either way, it's time to face the music. I'm gonna let it cool off. I'm gonna let my cereal cool off. I'm gonna get my baby and I'm gonna try it, okay? And my wife's out with the other kids and they're gonna try it when they get home too. Maybe, I don't know. They're probably gonna be like, ew, this looks yucky. But I'm gonna try it, and baby's gonna try it, and we're gonna see if Thomas Jefferson was as good at cooking as he was at writing. Probably not. All right, I'm gonna give this a try and we're gonna do a little dive in and see how this tastes. So I got the mac and cheese right here, and it's just like, it's curdling. Do you hear me? Do you hear the words I'm saying? The milk cheese that's been cooked for about 20 minutes is curdling. And it doesn't smell good. I mean, I knew that going into it. It was 2 cheeses I didn't like, but let's give this a try. Hold on. Hold on. This is actually pretty good. Like, this is far from the best mac and cheese I've ever had. Very far from it. But this is actually pretty good. And thinking to Thomas Jefferson days, you know, 18 O's, with what's available to cook with. Like, this is actually pretty good. Maybe it is supposed to be running because we're thinking about back then. So maybe it is a mac and cheese cereal. But this is not terrible. And if I did cook it wrong, I was thinking about it. My wife picked different pasta noodles. So it's probably her fault. It was probably when she said no to the macaroni. That's probably what did it here. If it was the macaroni noodle, it would have been like, and it would have been fine. But you know what? This is actually not terrible. I'm gonna eat this whole bowl. Do you like it, Jasper? Is it good? He's just eating it. He's just chowing down. I gotta get him some fruit though. But I'm surprised. I'm shocked. This is crazy. That bite had a lot of flavor, and it was all good. Thomas Jefferson's mac and cheese. Look it up. Do it better than me. If you do it better than me, send me a message. What? All right, so the family is back. The only one brave enough to try it was my daughter, Rory. And Rory, did you like it? Yeah? Nice. Shepard said it looks yucky, which is what I called. I said he was going to say that. And my wife, she smelt it as soon as she came in, and she's like, absolutely not. At least I got one. I got one fan. Not me, Thomas Jefferson had one. Makes me wonder if this dish was more of just like something that he gave to guests when they came over, and it was just like served in little bits, you know, not like a whole menu of food. Get over here. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. If you enjoyed that, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Sorry I haven't been posting lately. You know, I've been busy with a job and kids and all that good stuff. So I just haven't been posting, but summer break's coming up, so I'm about to be posting a lot. My next video coming out is gonna be, I'm gonna make George Washington's favorite meal, hoecakes. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm gonna make some more videos of me hiking, adventuring, making food and all that good stuff. Thanks, bye.